Based on true events, Dodgers manager Branch Rickey signs Jackie Robinson.
You are a fine gentleman and a great baseball player.
But breaking the league's color barrier puts them both in the line of fire.
Why don't you look in the mirror? This is a white man's game.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
Together, they overcome prejudice and hatred in 42.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Leah, and we're here today to talk about 42, the new Brian Helgeland film about the life story of Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier. We've all just seen it.
And we're very happy to have with us today Scott Mance.
Thanks very much.
Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Scott Mance. You know that part. I'm the film critic for Access Hollywood, and I'm a proud member of the Broadcast Film Critics Association. This is Brian Helgeland. You know, he's a writer and he's a director. And after seeing this movie, I've come to the conclusion that he's much better as a writer than as a director. Now, of course, he's an Oscar nominee for his screenplay for Mystic River. He's an Oscar winner for his screenplay for LA Confidential. But the thing about 42 is I think as a director, it is his best film because the production values are so great, because he has top acting talent in the film. But as a writer, his strength in this movie is not realized, or utilized rather, because the movie is very formulaic. It's very matter of fact. Jackie Robinson's story is groundbreaking, trailblazing story, yet the movie, the progression of the film, it just didn't feel special. It was formulaic to a fault.
This movie feels like a bit of a history lesson.
It does.
There are no hills and valleys. It's very kind of
very straightforward.
One foot right in front of the other. Nothing spectacular that's happening here. But I didn't realize that this story was equally about Jackie Robinson and Branch Rickey.
Yep.
Yes.
Particularly until we got to the end, and I won't reveal anything. But it was a defining moment at the end of the film where I suddenly realized, oh, this is as much about Rickey as it is about Jackie Robinson. And so I think that was Helgeland's contribution to this narrative.
It was very one note. I felt like it's a movie about Jackie Robinson being an African-American baseball player coming in and faces a lot of prejudice.
Right.
And for over 2 hours, I basically got a movie about Jackie Robinson facing a lot of prejudice. And I kind of eventually went, I get it. Give me something about Jackie Robinson I didn't know.
Now, having said all of that, where the movie really knocks it out of the park, so to speak, is with the performances. The actors in this movie are fantastic. You know, for the first time, Harrison Ford, he's made a career, a very successful career, out of playing different variations of the Harrison Ford character. Han Solo, Indiana Jones, The Fugitive, Air Force One. So to actually see him in a role where he's really acting, Branch Rickey, I thought he did a fantastic job. And I'll tell you, even more so, Chadwick Boseman, who plays Jackie Robinson, this is the true definition of a breakthrough performance.
Give me up.
No, like this.
No, give me up. Just get him out. Just get him out.
I agree that this is probably the most standout performance from Harrison Ford in a long time, and I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and take a risk and say, if people remember at the end of the year, this will probably get Harrison Ford a Best Supporting Actor nod.
You think God likes baseball, Herb?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means someday you're gonna meet God, and when he inquires as why you didn't take the field against Robinson in Philadelphia, and you answer that it's because he was a Negro, it may not be a sufficient reply.
Nicole Beharie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's
fantastic.
Sweet as pie. She is compelling to watch. Every time she was on the screen, I really dug her.
As written, I don't think the character is very interesting. As performed by Nicole Beharie, I thought that she was a standout. She had great chemistry with Chadwick Boseman, and she was a standout in the film itself.
I agree. And Chadwick Boseman, I would say some of his best scenes are with Nicole Beharie.
Yeah.
I thought they had really good chemistry together.
I want you to know I'm there for you, even if it's words on paper.
Ray, in my heart.
You started off the conversation talking about Helgeland as a director.
Yeah.
Let's revisit that. I agree with you in this is not a strength of his, but it just felt very kind of by the numbers. But it's a serviceable job.
It does the job.
It gets the job done.
Part of the story is dependent upon Jackie Robinson, the ball player.
Right.
I mean, even the scene where they initially pick him, I actually got a little bit queasy. It's almost like how Apollo Creed picked Rocky. They were just like, well, we need a black guy. This guy looks good.
Well, let's get that guy.
I never got Jackie.
Right,
what
I
made
agree.
Jackie Robinson special as a ball player? One of his fellow teammates comes up to him and says, "You're the greatest I've ever seen."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
the
good
greatest
point.
I've ever seen in terms of what's
Right.
shown on the screen. Show me what made him a great ball player.
That moment that you just pointed out, I remember specifically thinking that felt a little contrived.
Yeah.
Branch was taking a big leap on Jackie, and Jackie knew it and grew to become very grateful to Branch because of it. And that, mostly because of the performances and the direction at the end of the film, sealed the movie as being an inspiring story.
42 seems more like a glimpse into a great sports figure when there should be so much more. So I say stream it.
I liked 42 a lot. I thought it was formulaic and manipulative, and it didn't feel as special as the actual story itself, but I thought the performances and the production values really knocked this movie out of the park. I say see it.
So 42 is not without flaws. However, it is a very compelling story, a good family drama about a baseball great and the man who made him a legend. I say see it.
Looks like our votes add up to 2.5 tickets, which is a see it for 42.
I'll
Cheers!
agree to that. Cheers. Here's to you, Jackie Robinson.
I always wanted to make a show with Abe Vigoda and Eric Estrada. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
But,